Cheers. Salute. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday yesterday to my baby girl. All praise is due to the Most High. We appreciate that. We love you, Lord. We thank you for another day you allowed us to see. Oh, as y'all know, my boy got up out of here on 1/31/2020. He was 28 years old. He turned 29 on July 10th. We teed up for you, had a little something. It wasn't nothing, something. But anyway, it was something, but, it wasn't like what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? You know how mothers are. We want to shut down the whole world for our children. Like, hey, party over here. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to the mothers in mourning today. Again, I wanted to talk to y'all because I know it's rough. I know it's hard. And every day I'm finding out that somebody else is joining the clique, the crew. I know you don't want to be a part of this, and neither do I. This is devastating. This is really weird. It's like creepy. But it is a part of life too. That's crazy, right? Like something this tragic is supposed to be something that we're supposed to have an understanding about. So, yeah, my baby girl, she got me this little shirt, blouse, whatever you want to call it. Some people calling it a dress, but I don't know, honey. But anyway, so I just wanted to talk to the mothers in mourning. And for those of you who have just recently joined this unfortunate sorority group, clique, so be careful who you want to click up with. Those of you who just recently, had to become a part of, this journey that we've taken, with our children being transitioned over to the spirit world now, because it exists, it's there. So it's unfortunate for those who don't believe it, who don't, know the truth. But I just would like to say once again to be encouraged. I even want to give a shout out, to Duck's mother. I don't got nothing to do with all that. I'm a 49-year-old woman as of today. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for none of that. That's a mother whose child was murdered. Whatever, I don't want to hear nothing. My heart bleeds for this woman. God bless her. She already lost a son prior to him. She lost a beautiful 3-year-old daughter in a fire, from what I understand. And so I don't know her. I don't know her name, but my heart bleeds for her. And I just know that the Most High is going to comfort you if you see this, if you hear about it. I don't know. But, here in Chicago, everybody not hateful, everybody not tit for tat, talking about that's what you get. I ain't into that movement. It's unfortunate for all those mothers. I talked about this before, the little JoJos, all of these people, it's just really, 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 really heartbreaking. The Pappies and his brother, and we could just go on and on and on, just in the city of Chicago alone. And that's another story too. We're not doing all the killings. It's not all of us killing each other, but we're going to talk about that another time. You know what I'm saying? We get lied on all the time. It's easy to just tell a black person that they did something and people just believe it because black people just been taught to hate each other so bad. So if I tell you somebody did something, you instantly believe it. But anyway, so I wanted to talk to you about how to deal with, which I ain't no guide, I ain't got no blueprint, I'm not a guru, okay? I just joined this group myself. I'm just telling you some of the tips that I've used so far because my brother being murdered 18 years ago was an assistance to me. I didn't even realize it, but I remember I told y'all this before, that the Most High spoke to me clear as day. I don't want to say the, but Most High spoke to me clear as day and told me, if you let me get you through this, I'll get you through anything. And I remember I was so devastated that my little brother had been murdered, and I was like, oh my God, this is horrific. It was devastating. My heart went out to my parents. I was by their side every step of the way. My heart went out to my other brothers. I just felt so sad for everyone in the family for this loss, his children. I just did everything I could to be a support to my loved ones. I mean, a real, true, tremendous support. Ain't no, man, the funeral is over. What they still calling me for? None of that. You, Johnny on the spot. When somebody lose a child, bro, when they child get murked down here in these streets, bro, it is, I don't I don't even know what that feel like. I can't even imagine, because my child suffocated to death. My son suffered from a peanut allergy and an asthma attack that was triggered on by the peanut allergy. You know what I'm saying? And he died from asphyxiation or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was torturous for the moment. You know, my baby, I feel like he was, we didn't get there in time. I feel like he was alone. We didn't know. How was we? He 28 years old. We're not walking around side by side with him, so when you get the call, you get there as quick as you can. But I'm like, man, I wish we could fly, bro. And we probably could if we would elevate past jealousy, envy, pettiness, shadiness. We probably could, you know what I'm saying? And if I could fly, I would have probably got there in time enough, just look him in the face, talk to him, see him with his eyes still open, and tell him, but anyway. Oh, God have mercy. So I want to say, please, y'all, send prayers up for my family, the Harris family, the Coy family. Kevin Harris was, just murdered out in Iowa. He's a Chicagoan, native Chicagoan, 40 years old. We call him Pub. That's my guy. That's my dude. I don't know what happened. I don't know about nothing. Once again, ain't none of that. I'm just sending shots out to people who, it's just about love. That's it. If somebody lose a family member, like, we don't have to get all off into, unless you telling me, that y'all done, let's say a Jeffrey Dahmer type of person or something. I don't know. I'm just saying. Even with that, I'm sure I don't know. But anyway, so what I wanted to say is what tips that I've been using for mothers in mourning, things like, I'm for real, y'all. Like, prayer really, really, truly works. I don't never want you to think that you cannot talk to the Most High. When I tell you it's a real, true connection, when I tell you prayer really, truly works, I mean, all praises due to Most High. Prayer really, 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 truly works. I even encourage you to, like, watch your diet and things like that, because you can intake certain things that could trigger different emotions and stuff like that. I even encourage you to do that. I think you should drink a lot of water. These are just suggestions, things that, tend to work for me. Water is life, and it can filter out a lot of different emotions and stuff like that. That's why water burns fat. People don't know that. It doesn't have to be cold or hot. It can just be room temperature. Water literally burns fat and things like that. And so I just know for sure that it's certain things you could do, like even exercise. I know it's hard. You don't want to get out of bed. You're devastated, like your child died for whatever, however they died, whatever age. However, you're the mother. It don't matter. I mean, it's not that you trying to be ungrateful, you trying to, not be considerate of somebody else's situation. That's your child. That's so hurtful. My heart bleeds for you mothers every day that's going through this. I never would have thought that I would be in this situation. I promise you I didn't. Some mothers think it. Some mothers be like, this boy gonna get himself killed, or this girl is going down the wrong road. My son was doing great in his life, okay, at 28 years old. So I never thought I would see this. Even with, when he was little and things like that, and he was dealing with the asthma, he was suffering here and there from, different asthmatic comas and all this kind of stuff. I still never thought that he was just going to take flight on us like this. So it is very difficult, you know what I'm saying? But I'm here to tell you, like, meditation. And I know it sounds cliche-ish and it sounds like, oh, this is the typical stuff everybody say to do. Get a hobby. Just if you got one person that really want to be there for you, that you can call at 3 a.m. when you, I'm talking about ball, when you rolled up in a ball, when you feel like life ain't worth. This is my first birthday without my son, y'all. And he is with me. He's not without me. He is with me. I'm not without him. But just took a little sip. It's my birthday. But I just want y'all to know that I made it through the day, y'all. I made it through the day. The day is basically over with. It's what? Almost 11 o'clock, if not 11 p.m. I made it through the day, y'all. Yesterday I was having a rough time because I was like, man, my heart was bleeding for my child, but she was doing really good. she made it through the day too. But back to what I was saying, if you can find one person that want to be there for you, that you can call on, hold on to them, appreciate them, because when I tell you, it's grimy out here, baby. They ain't giving no F's, like zero. It's a few. Don't get me wrong. It's a few people here and there, and there's some that might just want to shout you out here. There's some that might just want to text you, send you a text every 3 months or something. That's a blessing too. Any good energy is a blessing. Any righteous energy is a blessing towards you when you are in bereavement of a child going to be with the Most High. So don't get me wrong saying like people supposed to baby you. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that people are supposed to just drop everything they doing and just commit and sacrifice their life to you. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that when you have somebody and these people are out here and they, man, you could call on them, they holding you down in ways that, because you don't know what each mother goes through. Some mothers cannot get out of bed. Some of them can't clean up their house. Some of them are having struggles working, taking care of other children. Some of them having financial issues and situations. And then with this whole virus scamdemic shit, it offset the world. It offset, the world system. So a lot of people are truly, truly struggling behind, the child transition in 2020. This has been a horrific year. I mean, things have happened that we never thought we would see. And we were warned about it and everything, but still, my whole point is, prophetically, we were warned about it. And, but my whole point is, there are things you can do, like hold on to a person who has showed to be true to you. Man, love on them. Let them know you appreciate them. Don't take them for granted. Don't just be, taking out your anger and frustration on them, because some people doing this alone for real, for real. Like, some people literally have nobody. You hear me, might say like family, fool or whatever. For the most part, they are. Like 90% of the family is food in my case. But, you got your twos and fews that want to show love, you know what I'm saying? And I recognize that love. You can't fool me. I know when people faking the funk. I know when somebody really care. Because, the Bible says your deeds will find you out. So when people are out here, not caring about you and stuff, it's evident and it's obvious, especially when your child had to get put back into the earth. So it's no way you can really hide, your foodness at a time like that. And I thank God that I know, unfortunately, I know quite a few mothers and fathers that had to put their children back into the earth. And I thank God that I never tried to skate out on them. I never tried to, like, not be there. I remember getting them calls at 3, 4 a.m. I remember the sacrifices, not paying your mortgage for 3 and 4 months because you want to assist another person. It ain't no bragging. It's just certain things that you feel in your heart. I'm not saying nobody owe me nothing. I ain't saying nobody should do it. That's why I thank God I ain't, do none of that asking nobody stuff, because I already knew that would be. But anyway, so again, tips of what you can do is, like I said, diet, exercise. I promise to God, crafting, hobbies, get you a skill set. Prayer should be at the top of the list. Meditation should be at the top of the list. Just venting, writing, just journaling, even audio recording, YouTube channeling, whatever it may take for you to just get it out, and talking it out with someone, support groups. I know you probably have to virtually do that stuff now. I don't think they are really physically letting you go and sit with people, which would really be helpful, because humans need human contact. Every living thing needs contact with other living things. So, I'm not too much with the trying to separate us stuff. People have been sick since the beginning of the time. They will continue to be sick. As long as there's sin on the earth, you're going to be sick. That's why it was called sin sick. But they don't put the words together anymore. They separate them. So you're going to always have illness, because as long as people ill here and they ill here, you're going to always have viruses and everything else, because that's how they manifest. They literally grow from energy. And so if the energy ain't right on the planet, you're gonna keep having stuff. But I ain't scared to get close to people. I ain't scared. If I'm taking care of my immune system and you taking care of your immune system, we can parlay, we can get out, we can hang out, we can kick it. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to say that hopefully it's helpful. I know it just sometimes it's a lot, but I just wanted to say something. It may not be a perfected video. It may not be the best information or the best, advice or the best suggestions, but it's out of love. And I love y'all so much, and I just can't even imagine what some of you are going through, because I'm not going through that. So even though my son got up out of here, I have a child that this is tripped out to me, y'all. But it's like I said, I tell y'all every time, and I know you got to be careful with comparing and things like that, but it is so many other mothers that are out here. Their situations are worse. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm gonna tell y'all this real quick, and I'm gonna leave you alone because I gotta go lay down. I'm 49, so I gotta get some rest. But anyway, I'm so sleepy. So, I had a dream, and it was kind of a nightmare to me, but it was really a dream. It was a revelation, and I had it while I was revitalizing, because I don't say sleep. I ain't never sleep. I was born woke, bro. I ain't never sleep. My son didn't never sleep. My daughter don't sleep. We born woke. We conscious at all times. No, but anyway, the Most High is just good to us. Most High is good to us. I had a dream that I have so many dreams about my son. It's so beautiful, the interaction that we have when he was on this earth, and the interaction that we have had since he left the earth. The way he interacts with his sister, his father. This is a blessing, the way he comes and visits his people. Like, it's beautiful, and I know it's real. I know it's real. I know the spirit world is real. I know it exists, and I know he is safe. But I'm going to say this real quick. I had a dream that my son died about 14 days ago. Now, my son went to be with the Lord on January 31st, 2020, so I have a dream that he died, y'all. Happy birthday, Brian Pucci and them, y'all, little cousin, and Richard Gill, for what it's worth. I'm just saying happy birthday because, I always liked his movies and stuff like that. But anyway, they got the same birthday as me. Oh, my little girl Candy off Pronell, my little girl Candy from 12-8. If you see this video, happy birthday. What's up, Carmen? How y'all doing? How y'all family? Hey, y'all. But anyway, so real quick. So I had a dream that my son died. And in the dream, he was in 8th grade. And he was on the I-57 going northbound on a damn ride with his father. An 18-wheeler hit them. My son was ejected from the car, and he died. He was in 8th grade. And in the dream, at the funeral, it was so real. We still had the funeral at Passed Away Church. Big shout out to Passed Away. I love that woman. I love her dearly. She is awesome. Dwayne, I hope you know what you have in a mother. You know what I'm saying? That's another story, too. But anyway, Gabrielle, I hope you know what you have in a mother-in-law. But anyway, so in the dream, we had the funeral at Passed Away Church still, like we did in real life. But he was in 8th grade, and he was laying in a casket, and he was an 8th grader. He never grew to be a 28-year-old man. He was a little puny, little skinny 8th grader, still with his cornrows to the back, you know what I'm saying, all neatly done and everything. And he was just, laying there in a casket. And we was devastated. And all that y'all say I was strong at my son's service, that didn't happen in this dream. I was broke down to nothing. You know what I'm saying? His teacher, Miss Beaton, and his clerk at his school, Miss Crowsley, they was in my dream. They had to hold me up. I was standing my son care. I couldn't even stand up straight. So it just go to show you different scenarios, different situations can happen. Most High let me know. I could have took him then. You know what I'm saying? I could have took him in 8th grade instead of at 28. You know what I'm saying? He was 13 going on 14 years old. Can you imagine not seeing him develop into a grown man, not seeing him grow his little whiskers? He never experienced what it's like, you know what I'm saying, to be with a woman and go places and do things and have his own, job and stuff and fill out, his own little stuff for aviation school, things like that. Can you imagine if he didn't never know what it was like to go to college and all of this, go on prom? And in the dream, my daughter was in 5th grade because they're 3 years apart. And I went to the school. She was standing there in her little navy blue pants and her white top, which is stupid that they got to wear uniforms, but that's another story too. And she saw me coming down the hall to come notify her of this sorrowful, horrible, horrific news, and she knew. She was like, Shaquille? And I said, and she just ran to me and I held her, and in the dream, I was devastated for her, just like I am right now in real life, but at least she was 25 and not in 5th grade. You see the connection, 25, 5th grade, 8th grade, 28. The Most High was letting me know I could have took him then. You know what I'm saying? I could have let this go down that way. So I'm really grateful that we got the 28 years. We are super blessed. And I want y'all to know y'all blessed too. I know you going through out there. I know you are. But just remember, if it was just one day you had, I know it sounds dismissive and I know it sounds probably, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, like insensitive. But if you just had one day with your child, it's still a blessing compared to someone else, you know. So I just want y'all to know that everything is okay, you know. It is, it really is, especially us mothers who really stuck it to our children and gave them all we had to give, the ones who read the Bible scriptures, the ones who gave them the sense of spirituality, the ones who, I mean, really pushed them toward excellence. Be proud of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Those of us who taught them home training, mannerism, all these different things, who sacrificed, who loved on them, who did not take for granted, didn't get irritated all the time and shoving them off. You know, be proud to know that you spent real, true quality time with your child, because I know there's mothers out here who didn't. And my heart go out to you, because I know you're dealing with a lot of guilt and things like that, you know, especially when they little, you know, sometimes they can be overwhelming. So when you took the time and you sat by your child's bedside and you helped them with their homework and you went on those school trips and you went to the school plays and you know what I'm saying, you studied with them and you fed them correctly, you cared about what they put in their body, you was concerned with their nutrition and with their mind state, you was concerned with what level of compassion and mercy they had in their left chest. You understand? You know what I'm saying? You understand, you understand. So when you teach these children proper dialogue, you know what I'm saying, when you teach them how to properly interact with other humans, how to love animals, how to appreciate God's nature, his earth, how to, you know what I'm saying, how to respect other humans, how to respect their elders, when you teach them skill sets, you teach them techniques, you are blessed that you had the opportunity to do all these things. You impacted a whole nother human being and you sent them forth. You know what I'm saying? And if they did not live as long as we would like for them to, don't you know you gave a gift back to the universe like the universe gave to you? So just, you know, keep that with you and know that I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's my channel. I am Jovan Jones in honor and memory of my little brother who was slain 18 years ago. And I do my best to do this every 31st of the month because my son left here on the 31st of the month. And since it's my birthday, August 31st, then I would just like to talk to mothers that I am mourning. And I want you to know you are going to make it through this. You can do this. You know, do not forsake your other children. Do not shut down on them. Let them know that they are just as special as the one who got up out of here. Okay, so keep their memory alive, but teach your children to keep that memory alive too, because a lot of siblings just go on and forget about the sibling who passed away. That's not cool either. Rep them with every breath in your body to the day you leave here. You know what I'm saying? You carry them with you at all times. You understand me? So I love you all. Thanks for checking in with me. I think this is the longest one I ever did, you know, because this is my way of how I'm dealing with my son, my first birthday without my baby being here in the flesh. So, again, you know, thank y'all. I'm humbled. All praises due to Allah, the Most High, the Holy Creator. You know what I'm saying? Jehovah, Jireh, our provider. So keep that in mind. If that's what you have in you know, him, he'll be your mother, father, sister, brother. The Holy Ghost will comfort you. So don't ever think that you're alone. Even when it look like it or feel like it, you're not alone. You know, we all in this together, whether we recognize it or not, whether we realize it or not. You know, human connection matters. You know, it means something. So start tapping into, you know, a more elevated mentality. Start, you know, tapping into a higher frequency, and that will help you on this journey as well. Okay, love y'all so much. Take care. All right, peace.